Alright, it's 5:30, August 4th, 5:30 p.m. I did not make a video this morning. I'm sorry, I didn't have time. As you can see, there's the Bitcoin price currently at 28.52. It finally busted that ceiling at 2,800. It was hovering in the 2,700s, all the way from the bottom of 2,700 to the top of 2,700, probably 3 or 4 days. It was getting quite predictable, boring, put it that way. There's the current Bitcoin price. It's looking healthy, and what more can you say? If you haven't heard, the big news is Coinbase has decided to honor Bitcoin Cash. The problem is it's not till January 1st, 2018. It's a big event. If you haven't looked into it, everybody's talking about it. A lot of people writing about it. Basically, you will get the value of Bitcoin Cash at the time it was released to the market in Bitcoin digits. So it's kind of hard to explain. I really don't want to get into it. But if Bitcoin was worth 2,800 at the time of the split, and you had one Bitcoin, so you had $2,800 in your account, you would get $400, no matter what the price of Bitcoin Cash is. If it tanks to $5, you would get, how many would that be? 80 Bitcoin Cash tokens, or whatever they're calling them. I don't know if you follow that, but you would have, for every $100 that Bitcoin Cash was worth at the time of release, which was somewhere around $400, you had one Bitcoin, so the split for you would be worth $400 in Bitcoin Cash, no matter what the price of Bitcoin Cash is trading at when Coinbase decides to cough it up. They say your Bitcoin, if you have an account at Coinbase and you had Bitcoin in there at the time of the split, you would get that value in, not the dollar value. It gets a little complicated here, but the value of Bitcoin Cash when it was released. Comprende, amigo? I don't want to confuse anybody. I'll get into that more in detail soon in another video. I'm also making a trading for newbies video. So, let's go check some prices here. We already see Bitcoin price finally burst the ceiling. It couldn't get above 2,800 without crashing back down, and looks like, it actually hit 2,908 on July 31st, and this all nuts. Yesterday, that was it right there at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Yesterday. It finally broke through that $2,800 line. A lot of people buying and selling here. It would not go below 2,700 except for a tiny dip right there. A lot of trading going on there. Yeah, we'll get into trading later. Let's see what Ethereum is doing. Oh, it's gone down a little bit. Let's transfer this to US dollars. 221. It was up. Last I checked, it was up to 226. There's 227. Yesterday. Late night. Last night it hit 227 and then just started coming down. It's now at 220.97. So it might be. I think the floor for Ethereum is at 220. It might be a good time to buy. Let it get back down to 220. But I'm not a financial advisor, so you do what you want. Litecoin was at 43 last I checked. Yeah, 43. If this goes down to 40, I've been saying it forever. And saying I'm gonna buy Litecoin, I'm gonna buy Litecoin. I never buy it. I should have bought it. Like last week, 2 weeks ago, but I hesitated. I said, here's where I should have bought it. It's at 38.88 on the last day of July 31st, right before the split. And that a lot of people bought right there. Jumped right back up to 42, 44. Wow. So that looks like it was the 88. Looks like 88 anything was the floor for that. And it looks like the ceiling now has changed to 44. So it's going to bounce between 40 and 44. That's my prediction. My crystal ball doesn't always work too good. Ripple. $0.17. Yeah. 17.3 cents. A lot of volatility in one day. A whole lot. There's the triangle patterns that I'm going to explain. When we get into the trading video. That's the 3-month chart for Ripple. I don't really know about that coin. Digital cash is the coin for traders. If you ask me, that's my opinion. And I mean, look, that's the 1 day chart. Let's look at 6 months. Look at that. A lot of buying and selling opportunities with digital cash. It's up to 185. Now it's down from yesterday, 185. Monero becoming quite popular. $45 almost. It's going up. People making money off this coin here. Oh my goodness, that's a 3-month chart. Reached $57, almost $58 at one point. June 10th, of course. Then the whole market just seemed to crash. Bitcoin, Ethereum. These are the top coins. Dash did make the top. Dash is digital cash. Interesting stuff here. Bitcoin Cash, let's see what the price is. So, come on. It won't change it. Some people are asking me about wallets, so I'm gonna, there we go. I'm gonna get into that. Bitcoin Cash is at $2.90 and 91 cents. It's all over the place. There's talk about this logo here is the same as Bitcoin, except Bitcoin Cash is the B is tilted to the left, and Mama Bitcoin's tilted to the right. And there's speculation that they did that on purpose to confuse newbies about what they were buying. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to say, yeah, it's a big conspiracy to screw newbies, but I don't think. I just think they weren't thinking when we need a new logo for Bitcoin Cash, okay, guys? Please get on that, because it is confusing. You see how it says BCC right here, but it's actually BCH. And a lot of people are saying they did that to confuse it with Bitcoin too, confuse newbies. And it's like, wow, I'm getting Bitcoin for $289. What a great price! And actually, they're buying Bitcoin Cash, not Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't know. Not gonna play too much with the politics. I did an earlier video on. Yeah, sorry guys, sorry for the pauses in my speech. I know it gets on some people's nerves. It's just because I'm trying to do so many things here that it's hard to keep the flow of one thought for too long. Yes, it's just so much going on now. That's a record breaker, and a lot of people say we actually did break this record of 3,000. Just crypto compare Bitcoin. If you add in your regular Bitcoin with your Bitcoin Cash, the record of $3,000 was actually pretty much shattered. And it just depends on how you look at it, I guess. Maybe shattered for you, but not for the people who never got it. There it is again. 3,000. That's the old. That's the line. That's the one everyone would like to see. That's the ceiling, put it that way. That's we want to break that ceiling. But of course, if you're a trader, you certainly don't want that ceiling broke right now. You want to buy low, and then maybe break the ceiling a little bit later. Close. We're getting closer, son. Don't hold your breath about it. You see those upside down triangles? See the right side up triangle I just made? Train your eyes to see them without these lines. Okay, do that for now, and I'll make a trading video soon. Peace, everybody.